that one. I was just taking a video of it all fizzing and bubbling so you can hear it. Wow. It's good, isn't it? Guys, welcome to the first in my series of preschool, toddler, arts, crafts and sensory play. I put it out there asking you guys if you'd be interested in this sort of thing. Glitter. And you said yes, so I thought I'd kickstart this series off today with potion making, which is one of Miss B's favourite things to do, and she will spend hours doing it, and I am all glittery, and so let's potion make. Okay, so these are some of the things that we use when we're potion making for doing our like magical glamorous potions. I just grab some bits and pieces out of the cupboard that are like child friendly and plastic. I actually bought this jug and this bowl especially for doing potion making and mud kitchens and things, because my bowls I had weren't really that child friendly. These I got from Tesco's and they were like £3 I think for the two, so I didn't think that was too bad. You can use those over and over and over and over and over again. So I just gather up a few different containers. You're going to hear her in the background because she's playing. This is all right because it's Toddler Crafts. So yeah, so just some various little containers and things. Like this is plastic cup, plastic tubs, that kind of stuff. Because if your toddler's anything like mine, she likes to like tip and pour in from different size containers, and it's really good for their maths skills because you can start to talk to them about adding, subtracting, less, more, big, small, and then obviously if you buy something with them that's numbered, you can start to talk about the numbers of milliliters and things like that. So it's quite good to start getting their numeracy going at an early age as well. And I use a spoon. So we make fizzy potions, and so for that you need baking powder. This was the cheapest I could find. I literally buy like the cheapest stuff for this, and I pour the baking powder into like one of the smaller containers, and then I add a spoon. You can see this one's been used before, and then I add a spoon and she can spoon. And another good thing is you can get them to count, so you can do like 1, 2, 3 as they're spooning into the bowl, get them to count as well. So I should pop that in there. Other things that we use, you need to make it fizzy, you'll need some distilled vinegar. Bought this from Tesco's. I think normal vinegar works okay as well. I bought this from Tesco's. It was like 39p, and we've given it quite a good go. The house, if you do it inside the house, it does stink a little bit of vinegar for a while, particularly if your child, like mine, dropped it all on the floor. But yeah, so just some cheap vinegar. I keep the vinegar as it is in the bottle. I take the cap off because it's just it's a squeezy bottle, as you can see. So I keep the cap off, and I just keep the cap, put it on my shelf in my kitchen, and then she can just pick that up and like pour and squeeze as she likes. Other things I do, like just got some natural food colouring. I put a few drops into some of the containers, and I'll fill up a couple of the containers with water, varying amounts, and then she can have fun like tipping them into each other and like changing the colour and things. And glitter. This glitter I got from B&M. It was like £1.99 for this entire pack, and we have used it loads. We have used it for loads and loads and loads of our craft projects. It's gone a long way, so really pleased with the value of this glitter. But what I also do is when we finish potions, like in the past, I have used a sieve as I've chucked the water away. I do, like if we're going to do potions and things like later in the day or the next day, I'll keep all the water so we don't waste it. But what I do is I use a sieve, and I sieve the glitter so that we can use it again another day. It sort of goes a little bit clumpy, but do you know what? You're only making potions, so it doesn't really matter. does smell a little bit of the vinegar still, but it doesn't really matter. And you know what? It's only potion making, so it doesn't really matter. It's all mixed up and lovely, and it's great. She's playing Snap with herself, so you can hear her in the background. Probably she sounds like she's roaring like a dinosaur, so she's probably playing a dinosaur. So yeah, so do that as well. That's a really frugal tip. Because obviously, you know, these things, if they want to do it over and over again, they do cost money. So frugal tip from me, sieve the final water and save all the glitter. Other things that you can use from your store cupboard if you've got some is like food, like sprinkles, these, you know, like hundreds and thousands that you put. This is our magical fairy jar. This is like sugar sprinkles. Sometimes when we, like in the garden, if we think there's fairies around, we'll kind of sprinkle some offerings to the fairies. But because it's sugar, it dissolves in the rain. So yeah, it's quite good to leave in the garden. But so yeah, this is our little fairy offerings jar. I don't know what smush that is on there. Probably a bit of oh, that's a raisin. And raisin covered in fluff, lovely. So yes, that's quite a good thing to add to your potions as well if you've got anything like that like laying around. So yeah, I'm just going to get everything ready, and then what I do is I lay it out, and then she can go to town. So I also keep things like this this pot that is empty, and then I store the glitter in that and put the lid on, and we've got it for another day. So we're getting everything together to go out in the garden. So we do our potion making both in the garden and in the house, and basically I just give it all free rein, as I said, and just let her do her own thing, adding it in. The best way I found is you put the baking powder in first and then spritz the vinegar over the top, and then it makes it all fizzy and lovely. You can put the glitter in with the powder as well, and that makes it all glittery and fizzy. And kids just love watching it go all fizzy, because obviously it's like really witchy and magical if it all like fizzes and everything. But basically just let them do whatever they like and add the water in. And as I said, I tend to, like, you know, talk about the counting, like 1, 2, 3, adding, subtracting, all those kind of like mathematical terminologies to start getting it in her thinking. But yeah, it's really good fun. She just spends hours and hours just, you know, plopping different colours in and topping it up with water. She adds stones and leaves and other bits and pieces from around the garden, and just really enjoys doing it. As I say, she likes playing mud kitchens as well, so this is just kind of like a magical glittery extension of the mud kitchen, and something that she spends hours playing with. It's cheap and easy, and we just love it. So I hope you give it a go with your kiddos too.